ブリタニアを憎むブリタニア人はどう生きればいい？
貴様主義者が。
それとも気づいたか？撃っていいのは撃たれる覚悟があるやつだけだと。
なんだ？
ルルーシュビ・ブリタニアが命じる。貴様たちは死ね。
Yes, your highness!
Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep into Demon Slayer. And oh my god, this chapter made me feel so many different things all at once. I don't know if I'm happy or sad, mad or glad, I just don't know. Now usually we have Sam covering the Demon Slayer chapter reviews, but she isn't feeling too well, so here I am. And like my solo leveling reviews, I'm going to be explaining our theories and then going into the live reaction of me reading the manga. I know some of you guys don't like this style and just prefer the voiceovers and illustrations, but honestly guys, things are quite hard and complicated. You know, me just popping out all these content, you know, we just trying to put out content for you guys, and would appreciate if you still show your support and watch this video till the end. Lastly, before we start, this video will contain spoilers for the non-manga readers. Now come on, that was pretty obvious, but there's still comments saying, oh my god, you just spoiled the manga. Alright, so in our last chapter review, we covered a theory we were holding out for a separate video but decided to do it all in one go, which was explaining the 13th form of the Breath of the Sun. Basically, it was all 12 forms of the Dance of the Fire God in one swift motion. And seriously guys, what was the chances that the theory was revealed to be true in this very chapter? Talk about anime balls, the prediction breath style. But on the level guys, this theory was pretty much the most logical explanation the manga could provide. The moment it was revealed that Muzan had 5 brains and 7 hearts, making a total of 12 distinct places in Muzan's body that needs to be cut. Funny enough, there was exactly 12 forms to the Dance of the Fire God, which was revealed to us in chapter 151, in Tanjiro's flashback of his father explaining it. Logically, if the first breath user Yoriichi did teach this to Sumiyoshi, his kids and their future Kamado family to preserve the way to kill Muzan, then only these 12 forms were necessary. And for those who are confused on what the heck is the 13th form to the Breath of the Sun, then make sure to watch our last video, which we do explain everything in more detail. Now aside from the theory of what the final 13th form of the Breath of the Sun is, the fact that Demon Slayer is actually coming to an end is inevitable. Now although Koyoharu Gotoge did a pretty good job in her foreshadowing, it is very obvious that she is rushing this final arc, as for whatever reasons the fight between the pillars and Muzan ended so randomly. Yes guys, Muzan just hacks his way, defeating literally everyone that pretty much seemed to have leveled up during this fight. And even though Muzan seemed like he was in a dire situation, he somehow managed to one-shot everyone. Like literally, why didn't he do this earlier? If Muzan had this speed, why suddenly when everything was going for the Demon Slayer he managed to unleash his incredible speed? It makes no sense. And earlier Muzan showed signs of annoyance and struggle at some point, so it wasn't that he was playing around the Demon Slayers. His victory seemed very forced. But guys, there is one way of explaining this sudden W for Muzan, and that would be due to his survival instincts kicking in. Yes guys, once Muzan felt the presence of Himejima and later Iguro using the see-through world to peep into his body, Muzan felt violated. The moment Muzan felt that others were seeing into his body just like once upon a time Yoriichi did, it's very possible that fear ran through his body and then his survival instincts kicked in, which finally allowed Muzan to push his body to its maximum output, hence giving us that brutal scene of everyone laying in their blood. Like my boy Zenitsu, Inosuke, oh my god, even Tomio Kogiyu man, they got everyone, no wait, what? He didn't get my girl Kanao, nah, she's Tanjiro's future wife thing, she needs to remain with all her pieces. Or maybe Muzan left her for lost intentionally. We have to remember that Muzan is from a different time, you know. After a good battle, he may need to claim his prize.
If you think you can graduate from this school without kissing my cock,
You are dead wrong.
Hey listen, yeah, apart from this explanation, I really can't see how this happened. Like no way Muzan was holding out due to his arrogance. Being pushed to his limits would be a valid explanation to me. We also have to remember that Muzan hasn't really had much of a challenge in the last century or so. Apart from the time he nearly got killed by Yorichi, he was sending out the upper demon moons to do his biddings. So I wouldn't really say that this theory of survival instincts kicking in is so far-fetched. But if we're honest, in reality Muzan pretty much bottom bashed his way through this whole ordeal. And apart from the plot, there was also the problem with the execution between the battle. Muzan's use of the blood demon arts is pretty much near absent. I was expecting to see some shitstorm of random blood arts being used, considering this demon can absorb his underlings and assimilate their abilities into him. I'm sure he has plenty of useless and useful blood demon arts in his arsenal, but apart from the spine of thorns and him transforming his body to possess whips all around himself, Muzan didn't really show much. So am I disappointed? Yes. But is this a deal breaker? Like, did Demon Slayer just do a bleach with their ending? Well, not really. The ending has yet to happen and there is still some hope for some epic shit to come, like Nezuko's full demon transformation and her aid to Tanjiro. Now guys, with that, let's finally get into chapter 192. I know you guys are waiting for that, let's just get into it. Okay guys, let's get straight into the chapter. In addition to receiving explanations hundreds of times, my understanding vastly changed upon seeing the accurate forms demonstrated one time. Maybe I'm just dreaming. Even still, I noticed wasteful movements when it came to a slight variation in the angle of my wrist and a difference in footwork, learning the intervals between breaths. So even through this ancestral memory, Tanjiro is studying Yorichi's movements and saying, you know what, I ain't doing it like that. He's learning and he's correcting himself. If any of you guys done karate and in, you know, any other martial arts, you'll know that sometimes they perform sequence of moves. In karate it's called kata, and when you do kata for such a long time, sometimes you can get sloppy, and then you suddenly a fourth dan black belt comes in and he performs it and you notice the mistakes you're doing. This is exactly what's happening with Tanjiro. He's looking at Yorichi and he's saying, oh, God man, I've been making all these mistakes all my life. No, honestly, this is a perfect learning moment for Tanjiro. Yorichi was a quiet and simple person. When Suyako asked to see the sword forms, he was kind enough to show her. Sumiyoshi watched them carefully, burning them into his mind so not one escaped. Some breathing forms were so pretty that he forgot to breathe. That's crazy. So the guy, yeah, Yorichi's breathing, he's like doing it in a specific manner and he's taking literally the breath away from Sumiyoshi. They were strikingly beautiful. I understand why they were later passed down in the Kagura. When he swung his sword, Yorichi looked like a spirit rather than a human. Suyako and the children overflowed with excitement and Yorichi looked down in embarrassment. Oh, look at that baby, it's so kuji. That's the ancestor. The baby is the ancestor of Tanjiro and later is going to be performing the dance. Sumiyoshi asked him to come back someday, but when they parted, Yorichi gave Sumiyoshi his heir ornament. Oh yeah guys, just a quick, I just want to quickly understand this point that I want to make. Tanjiro is actually going back in time, literally viewing moments. This is like an unprecedented moment. It's supernatural, it's not normal, alright? It's literally an ancestral memory. I don't know how it's happening, but it's possible it might be due to the earrings. Honestly, it might be due to the earrings, or it might be through his bloodline. We don't know, and hopefully in later this ancestral memories might be explained further. We also have to remember that Nezuko did kind of force her way into, she's gonna come soon, into this battle. She's gonna come into this battle and she forced her way into it and she was getting a calling. Something was bringing her there. And it looked kind of like Yorichi. It kind of felt like the spirit of Yorichi is lingering behind. Or possibly maybe, Nezuko herself can, there's a next realm that we can't see yet in this, and it's gonna be explained later, and they can connect back to the real life world, but I think this is more to do with the earrings, but who knows. And Sumiyoshi realized that Yorichi would never come again. Yorichi looked sad as he walked away and Sumiyoshi began to cry. He's sad, man, his best friend is going. This guy saved his life, damn it. This is his brother, he loves him, man. Like, your life is not without value. Don't you ever think that you didn't accomplish anything. I won't ever let anyone say that about you. I will pass down the ornaments and the sun breeding to future generations, I promise. And this is obviously going back to the flashback that Tanjiro actually had when he first witnessed this conversation between Sumiyoshi and Yorichi. Because Yorichi is completely broken. He lost his wife. He lost any potential of having a family. Looking back at Sumiyoshi's family, he's feeling a sense of sadness. Like, this could have been my life, and he couldn't even do one thing, and that was to revenge his family. I am indebted to you, Yorichi. Thank you for helping my ancestors. If it were not for you, we would have never been born. You believed in Tamayo and let her escape, and now she has helped us back Muzan into a corner. I can fight with the sun breathing that you showed them. 12 of the forms have been passed down, surprisingly accurate despite the passage of hundreds of years. You know who the real OG is? The real legend in this story. You know who it is? You know, it's not even Yorichi. It's actually Sumiyoshi. Like, this man, honestly, I don't know how he done it. One photographic memory. Like, I possibly theorized that Sumiyoshi was taught this form by Yorichi. He literally taught him. He said, this is how it's done, this is how you practice it, and he done it, and then it was passed on in the disguise of the dance, because they wanted to protect this dance from Muzan himself, right? That's what I thought. That would be more logical in my opinion, but how my man Sumiyoshi just did one glance, like did a photographic memory, I'm gonna turn this into a dance and pass it down to my generations. Like, this is madness. What do you guys think about that? Would you rather have it that Yorichi taught it actively and then made it into a disguise to protect this breathing style, or does this make sense? Suddenly Sumiyoshi had one glance and, you know, he was able to photographically memorize it, turn it into a tradition and pass it down. I don't know if I'm happy about that, to be honest. Dance, clear blue sky, raging sun, fake rainbow fire real, burning bone, summer sun, sunflower frost, solar heat, haze, setting sun, transformation, beneficent, radiance, dragon sun, halo, head dance. Damn, I'm rapping this stuff. Head dance, flame dance. Oh my god, I'm giving these names. You showed me 12 forms. I've been thinking about the 13th form that the flame Hashira mentioned, and I noticed something about the name. Dance and flame dance have similar names, and my father once said, if you learn how to breathe properly, Tanjiro, you'll be able to dance forever. He always danced like Hinokami Kagura until dawn. Furthermore, I was certain when I saw Muzan's current form. Now my man can see he has mastered the seafood world. He instantly knows there's 12 vital organs that he has to like hit. Perhaps performing the 12 forms completes a ring, resulting in the 13th form. I will weave through Muzan's attack and continue striking his brains and heart until dawn. The 12 forms are connected by dance and flame dance. You know what I actually do like here is that a lot of people were expecting that Tanjiro is going to come back, he's going to master this 13th form, which he kind of realized what it is. It makes sense, it's the 12 forms in a singularity. But he himself is admitting that he's not going to be able to perfect it. He's going to be doing like a, you know, semi-perfect job, which again makes this actually a battle. This is not Yorichi coming back. Like, he's not the embodiment of Yorichi. He is his own person. Nevertheless, I will give my best to do what I can. Keep your heart burning. Do not lose. Do not break. Oh my god, they're about to battle. Sound effects. Probably swords don't sound like that. Oh my god, I can't wait for this to be animated. This looks lit. Look at that slash. I did say, yeah, Tanjiro's not the embodiment of Yorichi, but yeah, to Muzan, the form, the way he's moving, those earrings, you know, everything together is making him reminisce of Yorichi. It's like, this is like, oh my god, this is my worst nightmare. How is this possible? And Muzan's like, oh my god, no man, not this guy. I saw it. Yes, the reason he defeated everyone. There are 9 tubes on his back plus his 2 arms, and he projects 8 even faster tubes from his fires and attacks them. Muzan can change shapes. If I think of him as having a single fixed form, he will strike in an unexpected way. I think a lot of players, they kind of figured that out already. I don't think this is the main reason he defeated everyone. The main reason he defeated everyone because it was a plot convenience, let's be honest. Okay guys, sun breathing dance, raging sun, fire wheel. Oh my god, I will connect the forms since that's how they're designed. Isn't that right, Yorichi? I'll connect them all. I will do all 12 forms. Oh shit, I actually got excited, I can't lie. This was actually a good chapter. A lot of us were disappointed on the last chapter, on especially how Muzan destroyed everyone. Like, no one wants to see like one chapter, sorry, not even one chapter, one page, yeah, of everyone just destroyed on the ground. We want to see how it happened. We want to see the actual fight. We want to see Muzan doing more. I didn't want Muzan to just rip out his limbs, extra limbs. I can change my body shape. No, I want to see some cool freaking demon art. That's one thing I really liked about the Demon Slayer show, was the fact that the demons aren't just like super strong with abilities. Like if you go back to George, or they had something called stands, man. They had stands. God damn it, they had stands. But now in Demon Slayer, they had something called demon arts, blood demon arts. And with Muzan, I felt like maybe he'll have 10 of them. I don't know. I'm a bit sad about that. Alright guys, with that, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want more content like this, make sure to put it down in the comment section below. And till then, I'll catch you guys till next time.